FundingInSecure, the inside story of the litigation that killed the company, Part 1. FundingSecure were an FCA-regulated online peer-to-peer lending company which was incorporated in 2012. They operated an online platform which allowed members of the public to collectively crowdfund loans used to fund the purchase and development of property, as well as pawnbroking-style loans secured on anything with a value, including fine wines and comic books. And indeed, this 80-foot endurance boat said to be worth £1.5 million, £100,000 of pop memorabilia from the iconic group The Jam, and £400 against this delightful model railway engine. Its website described itself as the UK's leading alternative investment and lending platform, whose peer-to-peer lending opportunities were carefully selected, appraised in detail, robustly structured and professionally managed by teams of proven sector specialists. As will become apparent, that wasn't always the case. FundingSecure was founded by chartered accountant Richard Luxmore and by Noman Akram. According to this case study, it was Mr. Akram who originally came up with the idea of the platform. He reportedly said he had realised there was an opportunity for a company whose business model protects lenders against bad debt. And well, indeed there still is. The case study goes on to say that Mr. Luxmore was looking for a new and interesting challenge, which is why they met. The result, it's claimed, was one of the most innovative and fastest growing businesses around. Nigel Hackett joined the team of directors in 2014, with Carl Davis and Raj Kumar joining in 2018. Finally, Vijay Gandhi joined the following year. By October 2019, FundingSecure had fallen into significant financial difficulties, resulting in Edward Avery-Gee, Jonathan Avery-Gee and Daniel Richardson from CG Recovery appointed as joint administrators. It is understood that at the date of administration, some 470 loans with a balance of approximately £80 million remained outstanding to the members of the public who had crowd-funded loans using the platform. In November 2019, the administrators published their statement of proposals. This contained information provided by the director and management of the company relating to the background and circumstances leading up to the administration. The report states that deficiencies had been identified in the company's client account and that significant loan capital had been injected into the business to make good the shortfall. We're told that litigation was commenced at significant costs to the company and that the directors concluded that FundingSecure could no longer support the costs of this ongoing legal action. Within a matter of days, FundingSecure had entered administration. This is an in-depth look at that litigation, which is very complicated and can be thought of as three separate but interlinked claims. These are the London claim, the Manchester claim and the London counterclaim. You'll recognise the names of ex-FundingSecure directors Richard Luxmore, Vijay Gandhi and Raj Kumar as parties to the litigation. This legal action is ongoing and unless otherwise indicated, all parties explicitly deny any accusation of wrongdoing. Part 2 of the series will examine the London claim, looking at the allegations made against former director Richard Luxmore, including that he created false and fraudulent loans on the platform to induce members of the public to invest over £4 million in properties that didn't exist. Mr. Luxmore denies that allegation. Part 3 will look at the so-called Manchester claim, a property dispute over the validity of an £8 million loan secured over a 47-acre site in Manchester, including an explanation of this structure which is said to exist. And we'll look at how the claimant in the litigation, Mark Clarkson, disguised himself in the transaction. Part 4 will examine the London counterclaim, in which it's alleged by Mark Clarkson that certain directors of FundingSecure entered into a conspiracy against him to obtain a windfall of some £15 million. The existence of such a conspiracy is denied. FundingInSecure is a mouse in the court production. For more information about this claim, including access to the underlying court documents And to donate to the Cheese Fund to support crowd-funded journalism, please visit mouseinthecourt.co.uk.